Hello everyone, my name is Ned Finn, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to, of course, more of my beloved Rimworld. I'm gonna jump straight back into the Antimatter crew. Showing up with all of our favorites. We got Granny Java, Annie, Tater, Zach with the bright pink mutton chops. We got Bucky with an eye, because she's a gruel. And, of course, our dear friend Mikhail, still recovering from crippling alcoholism. Very unfortunate, many such cases. Alrighty then. Gotta get these poor bugaboos out of these, heaven-forsaken, teeny little rooms here. The poor fools. Yeah, if we need it, we'll just look it up. It's fine. Oh, hello. Young drifters need charity. Oh, no. 3, 10, 6, 9, and 8. Oh, no. The eldest among them is 10. This child named Grape. We've got Bud. A preteen beggar, the poor thing. What do these people need? 7 medicine. They need medicine to help their friends at a nearby settlement that was devastated by raiders. Okay, yeah, Tater, go ahead and help these poor children. They were after our real medicine, not our herbal medicine. Oh no, I might have made a decision differently based on that. No, it's fine. 7 medicine. It's fine. It's expensive, though, but it's fine. We've got money aplenty. Very unfortunate sounds I'm making right now. Sheesh. I really think that we might want to go ahead and like, zip back down south. Well, either that or we could keep heading north. And this is all temperate forests up here, which is going to be better for our supply anyway. We'll keep on heading north. I'd say it's roughly the same distance. It's not that big of a difference for our gravship in any events. Because we really do need to trade with the nation of Tynebaron. And I'll tell you why. It's because they're not tribals. Like, it's all well and good to trade with the Legoland Alliance, but the best thing that they can offer us really is money, whereas we can negotiate some real resources out of the nation of Tynebaron. So we will go ahead and keep that in mind as we continue working. But for right now, we don't need to worry about that none. We've got plenty of food. Plenty of food. Good lord. Good lord. We're gonna grab another whole bunch of this stuff. We do want to wait until the fiber corn finishes growing. I do reckon. Go ahead and build another one of these. A copy of that here for Bucky's bedroom. Poor Mikhail's got nothing. Nothing but nothing. You know what? We can build a copy of that here. Technically in Mikhail's bedroom. Yeah, look at that. A decent bedroom. And hey, look at that. With a nice looking steel table. I guess the dresser is doing a lot for us there. But look at that. We've got a decent bedroom despite it being cramped. I'll take it. I'll take it. And that means that we can achieve those results with without too much space, which is a good thing. Now, I do wonder... These steel tiles God, that's a lot of steel. But we do have an awful lot of steel. I wonder what that is going to do for the appearance of the space. I do wonder. Oh, no. Look at that. We lost all that power from that frickin' thing. Okay. So, literally nothing. Not nearly as nice as the stone tiles. So, we can actually go ahead and remove that floor. Because it's not doing anything for us. I mean, the, having it be sterile is nice. Although that's not even sterile tile. Quick to clean, get a bonus for cleanliness for use in medical settings. I mean, that's all well and good. Still not actual sterile tiles. I don't think that is a thing, isn't it? Sterile tiles? I'm going to go ahead and run over to... I was about to say, are we not getting any audio from the game? We are. It's just low. That's fine. What's up, Zenit? I'm afraid I do not understand. I think that is Cyrillic, at least in terms of the alphabet. I'm afraid I do not copy that. But hello! Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. Electricity, sterile. Yeah, sterile tile. It's its own thing. Hospitals and research labs. Very slow to build, but quick to clean. Good to know. Okay. Duly noted. All right, we're gathering up a good bit of this rice. The fiber corn will hopefully be ready to harvest in a day or two. In the meantime, we're not at a huge rush. A little bit of cleaning up would be nice, though. Presumably, I mean, we could eventually furnish the thing with a bunch of steel tile. And as a matter of fact, I mean, like, it's not like we're doing much, but we also don't need to be using that tile. What we need is to expand our frickin' storeroom. Although we've actually got some shelf space, which is nice. Won't say no to that. Absolutely not. Let's see here. Solar generator's doing its thing. Quest expired. Well, it kind of is what it is. What we need... more frickin' gravelite panels. That's what we actually need. And we've got a decent crew. So we got 6 colonists. That's not too bad. Although colony is kind of both over and underselling the nature of our operation here. Kind of is what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, this room here, Bucky's room, is a really good case study for what we're going to be able to achieve. Food poisoning. Unfortunate. Java has gotten food poisoning. No, but fellas, you do not need to continue sewing. Let's go ahead and mine a little bit more. Actually, no. Here's what we do. We gather more herbal medicine. And also, fishing. Need to research fishing. Mikhail's in a major break state, presumably because of his crippling alcoholism. Alcohol withdrawal, 23%. Yeah. Seasonal flooding. Okay. Subside after several days. Presumably, if we had structures built along the river, that would be more of an issue, but we don't, so it's not. That's a burr. You know what burrs have? They've got valuable skin. Valuable furs has the burrs. Poor Mikhail. All right. Grizzly bear revenge. Oh no. Whatever shall we do with our heavily armed crew? Hey, Bucky, can you, cannot haul? We'll never haul. What about you, Zach? Cannot haul, no empty accessible spot. Oh, that's right. Because we don't have an actual dumping zone. We'll just haul it directly to the butcher spot, which is fine. I can live with that. God, this ship looks strange as hell. Don't get me wrong. Excuse me. I'm here for it. Heat stroke. It's plenty cool in here. Granny Java, why are you suffering from heat stroke, woman? Not even that warm outside, although it is nighttime, so the temperature is going to be dropping. That's certainly nice and cool inside the, I was about to say inside the apartment, but inside the ship. Surely, surely. Surely 'tis, surely 'tis. Let's see here. Eventually we're going to want to do a number of things, all right? Eventually. By now's Advent. Gonna have a special celebration. Cool. Time Baron! Yesh! Tater, we have our friends from Civilization. I am confused by what I'm seeing here. Very confused by what I'm seeing there. Let's see here. We have books. We have beer. We have a Devil Strand cowboy hat. Let's see here. Cloth pants that we could provide. Got more dye to sell, which we will. We've got bearskin and plain leather, which we will also sell. Insect meat. Disgusting. Extremely unappetizing. No kidding. I'll go ahead and purchase some more books. Danders on Zoology. This workbook provides informative detail about fauna, though perhaps the attempt to communicate its ideas through an imagined dialogue was a mistake. In large gap between Sonder Danders Anderson's birth year and the publication date of this book, it is unlikely that he lived to see this published. The precis says it was printed by hand on Filson. Despite being a second-hand schoolbook, the pages are decent, if slightly scored. That beggar near the warehouse. This mediocre novella covers a cook as he rends his flesh while seeking a quiet moment away from the chaos. The chaos presumably separate from his rending of his flesh. It is appealing to a certain type of reader, but the writing is excessively flowery. And then Buzz's Guide to Medieval Weaponry. Buzz Prosman. Over to the transcendent sphere of Einsoff. Learning of medieval weaponry by intercepting comms traffic. To master it, he traveled to Barramund, where he rode with the Beta Duke's 5th Light Cavalry as they conquered the sector. Long blades learned 40 per hour. Cool! Okay. Nifty spiffy. Excellent. I don't think there's really anything else that we want, but this is cool. Still, I'm very confused by, like... Yeah, the fact that his... model seems to be clipping... Okay, whatever. It barely matters. It is barely of consequence. There's a Mad Timberwolf, which is fine, because it will run afoul of these traders. And we will immediately take it and skin it. Alright, Mikhail, how are you doing, bud? Man, that alcohol withdrawal is, like, really, really hurting you, huh, bud? Recreation deprived. Well, frickin'... Okay, Mikhail is going through it right now. So we're going to go ahead and give him some more recreation time for now. And more free time in general. More, not free time, but open time that he can do with as he chooses. See, look at that. Already going to a major rather than an extreme. Mikhail is currently working. Is he napping? Oh, nap. Hey, I'll take it. Better than raging, trying to murder people. Especially because he's the only person that doesn't have a bedroom that could be converted into a jail cell, so... To a prisoner room, I guess you'd say. Not exactly a jail cell, but you know what I mean. The thing where we place the prisoner. The prisoners with jobs are rioting. Heatstroke. Java is suffering from heatstroke. Most unfortunate. Because it is 106 degrees out. Good lord. Even in the virtual world, I can't escape the this terrible heat that we're all experiencing. What's up, Turkey? What's up, Turkey Lurkey? Wow. That wolf skin? Yeah. Soft furry pelt harvested from a wolf-like creature. It's difficult to pierce and insulates well against the cold. Cool. Hey, did we never make... We never made our bookshelf. Hey! There's that ding-dang fly again. Not a fan. Not a fan am I of this fly. Steel bookshelf. Oh, frame rate, where hast thou gone? Frame counter always been that frickin' schmall up there? I guess so. I don't know. 1920 by 1080, okay. Oh, whatever. It's barely of consequence. I think it just looks small in comparison to these actual numbers. Not that it matters, because y'all can't see that anyway, because it's not actually part of the display. It's part of the overlay. Which is fine. It's not part of the display that's being captured. Look at that. They've got the frickin' thing. Oh, gosh. Okay, well. Could someone please rescue Mikhail? Oh, I guess Zach would be doing that. Annie, are you too busy? Okay, thank you. Grab his frickin' revolver. The dumb bastard. Shame, because he's actually quite capable in his areas of expertise. Manipulation is halved. Chemical addiction to alcohol. Long-term presence of alcohol has caused neurological adaptations at the cellular level, so the brain can no longer function properly without the drug. Without regular doses of alcohol, withdrawal symptoms will begin. However, extended abstinence will force his brain to adapt back to its normal state, resolving this addiction. Consciousness is at negative 20%. Manipulation gets halved, and it's going to take another 3 weeks to recover. I say 3 weeks, but that is more the equivalent of... Ooh, a third of a year? In, Rimworld, something like that, yeah. 60 days in a year, so... Yeah, over a third of a year. So about 4 months of withdrawal symptoms we've got to deal with before home brosif is going to be okay again. Good lord. Let's go ahead and manufacture some more chem fuel. Good lord. Frickin' Rimworld chem fuel. Resident Evil chem fluid. Hey, I could have sworn we had 4 books in this colony. Am I wrong? Did we not buy a book from our friends? Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We got lots of money though, so we will continue to purchase books. Again, it's a shame you can't produce books of your own. Like you can in Dwarf Fortress, but kind of is what it is. I haven't seemed to be able to figure out how to hang on to those books in fairness. Good lord. So, maybe it's just as well. Maybe it's just as well. You don't seem to notice me. No, sometimes it's hard to tell if you even notice me. Maybe it's just as well. It's better you don't see the way I'm running just to keep your back in view. Yeah, we 100% bought a book from our friends to the friends to the yonder. Speaking of which, I mean, in theory, you can go ahead and these guys. That's a farming work site. Union of Kixul. What's the Union of Kixul doing? They're very hostile. We've got 2 neutrals. We've got Tyne Baron and the Alliance. The Nation and the Alliance. And that's it. They're the only people who are friendly to us. And the Exo Exchange. Traders Guild. Yeah, but these guys are topside, huh? Presumably. Yeah, yes, indeed they are. Yes, indeed they are. No idea what goes on that half of the planet, and that's okay. Okay, Stardust platform. Go to asteroid. So are all of these stations going to be controlled by the Exo Exchange? I guess they are. Yeah, I reckon they are. Okay. Every weapon system requires signal jammer to approach. They're not hostile, are they? Backstone, traces of gold, traces of compact plasteel. Compacted machinery. Okay. One rather wonders how we get around to getting to these. Or like it matters not. It matters not. But yeah, Bucky, you're a capable young lass. Let's go ahead and pop on over here. Travel supplies. New. And go ahead and take the pemmican. Speaking of which, pemmican, like, research or whatever would not go amiss. And you, my dear, are going to just take about 1,000. Let's call it $750 dollars worth of silver. Send. Go. Andale. Off you go. You got this, Bucky Boo. Off you go. Goodbye, Bucky. Visit Baroltre. Baroltre, yeah. And then, I mean, Lord knows. We'll have another crop of frickin' rice ready to go in not too terribly long. We might as well, harvest what we planted at the very least. Oh, look at that. It really is like, it's a quick jaunt. It's like a few miles away. We're gonna trade. You guys have any books? No. We got berries. Got components. No books. Unfortunate. Got some gold. Lizard skin parka, some not swords, but some stuff. Death rest capacity serum. Yeah, we really don't need anything. Thanks, guys. Enter the Flying Weasel landing site. And then... even though it's further away... well, no, because this is the mechanoid relay. Huh. Grav core energy signature is coming from a mechanoid communication relay here. Disassemble it to acquire the grav core. God, that sounds so dangerous. A mechanoid relay. Because that'll, like, call mechanoids, won't it? Like, that's going to cause problems, presumably. I don't hate it, though. Man, the river's flooded, and there's still very few bass. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate, as it turns out. Oh yeah, Zach's going for a swim. My father Darklight died. Oh, I forgot about Darklight's death. Most unfortunate. What's up, Bucky? What's up, Boosie? Food bench. Mikhail! What is your frickin' problem, my man? Well, there's Hakrov, the warrior, dead and missing body parts. Mikhail is doing his thing. Most unfortunate. Oh dear, we are in trouble, etc., etc. Presumably we could still do a little bit of hunting. Especially because we are on the brink of needing to make, of being about to produce more, more food. You know, besides the real lack of material, like the, these savanna areas, these grassland areas are kind of, they're like very cool. Sort of psychic wave has... oh, no. Tater, my boy. Zach, but well, not Mikhail, but Zach and Bucky and Annie, if you could come to Tater's rescue here, that would be, like, super dope of y'all. And then, Tater, you draft yourself... how quickly can this turkey move? How quickly can this turkey swim might be the better question. Hey, where are all these... okay. There's like 3 of them. That's not too bad. I mean, like, it's a turkey. It's kind of limited as to how much damage it can do. Okay, yeah. quite limited, as it turns out. Oh my god! Tater, no! Bites and bruises from the turkey beaks. Good heavens. Come on, Bucky. Okay, Tater, frickin' get away. Thank goodness. Okay. Are all the turkeys dead? Yes. Food. Michaela's still binging on food. That's fine. It's whatever. Those are allowed. Annie. Best doc, best doc. Yes? Yes. Tend to Tater for now. Without medicine, please. Just to get him topped off. Bucky, you can go ahead and tend. We'll never do doctoring. Self-tending disabled. Okay, Annie. Bucky, you're fine. Go. Be gone. Zach, how are you? Oh no, Zach is actually doing quite poorly, as it turns out. Tater, you are fine. You are bleeding a little bit. You're fine. Okay, you guys are good as well. All right. Undraft yourselves, do your things, have a snack. Snack. Here I was saying how cool the grasslands are, and then I was attacked by a flock of mad turkeys. Oh, Michaela's no longer binging out on food. Fantastic. How nice for the rest of us. Still dealing with that alcoholism, huh, bud? The draw is at 36%. Okay. And presumably we could just, you know, like, try acquiring beer, make sure to keep poor Mikhail topped off, but no. I don't want to be bound to that particular post, so to speak. I don't want to be tied to that particular mast. Oh. Oh no. He's got an infection in his right finger. Hey, Annie. Oh, I know you can't. Okay. It's tending now. You're heading off?
Yep. Do you want to come?
Nope.
I know. Come on. I love you. Have fun.
Love you too. Okay.
Leave the hot pot on warm, please.
You got it. Zach is going off to tend to Tater. No. Please see to that, Annie. My goodness. Quality 100%. Thank you, Annie. Last thing that we need is Tater dying from a ding-dang finger infection. Although, presumably, we could, in fact, amputate his what is that? Right ring finger? You don't need your ring finger. We could remove that, and that would kind of resolve the problem. I mean, mechanoids, fantastic. Duly noted. Zach is doing his thing. Zach, how are you doing, by the way? Oh, he's fine. He's just not a terribly efficient cook. No, he's good at cooking. I guess he's just kind of going slowly, and that's fine. Oh, it's because of his... Oh, I was thinking Zach, but no, this is Mikhail. Yes, Mikhail is slow because of his hideous alcohol withdrawal, which is fine. We're working on it. He's a little moody, a little testy, but that's okay. That's okay. We do probably need to go ahead and skedaddle on out of here. Well, let's wait until Bucky is done cooking, huh? Like he has some familiarity with cooking, apparently. Good news is we've got almost 9,000 units of rice, or almost 1,000 units of rice. Got 900, which is almost 1,000, not almost 9,000, to be clear. Got some bird skin, which is fantastic. Got our crew getting bed rest, which is probably for the best. How is that infection doing, by the way, buddy? Minor. Oh, immunity is wildly outpacing that. He's going to be fine. All right, fam. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this, actually. Legitimately forgot that we still had stuff that we're hunting. Was that a dead vulture? Yeah. What killed it? A warg. Yeah, that makes a certain amount of sense. Surprised it didn't, you know, fly away, but whatever. Whatever. Alright. Where are we heading next? Got stuff to do. Oh, there's a party! Nothing like a party to raise the spirits. To pick up the mood. Did we get the vulture yet? No, that's okay. The party's over. Everyone back to bed. Now, who wakes up first? First person up is going to be Java at 5 in the morning. There's still a little bit of... There's a chunk of time where everyone is indeed actually asleep. Even with Zach's less than spectacular tending, we are still wildly outpacing the infection by like 20 points, so turns out we'll be just fine. We are probably going to hit immunity before it's even ready to be tended again, which works just fine for me. Works just fine for me. A slightly impressive bedroom, really. People are at risk for severe illness. Yeah, but, like, he's actually not, as it turns out. Because he has developed immunity. Bacterial infection in a wound without treatment, the bacteria will multiply, killing local tissue. aeons of human warfare, infections have often taken more lives than the wounds themselves. Tissue eventually causing blood poisoning and death. Well, hello, mini M&Ms. Good to see you in chat as per usual. It's been a very quiet chat today, but always lovely to see you checking in on the stream here. Playing a little bit of Rimworld, as you can no doubt tell. Did we ever grab that vulture? Must have done, because I don't see it here. Could we get that deer as well, please? Tater? Thank you. Just about getting ready to take off again for the next jump. And in fact, we have our eyes on an actual gravcore site, which will be very nice. Ooh, gosh, that was a lightning strike very close to our ship. As it turns out, unfortunate. But yeah, we're grabbing up this honka meat here. Putting that over there, doing a little bit of cleaning. All right. And with that, I do believe it's ready to launch, especially because the mechanoids are less than 2 weeks behind us. It is very hot here as well. No fun at all. So we'll go ahead, gather the crew, and prepare launch. And I think we're going to go ahead. Site is near polluted tiles. Every 80 days, acidic smog slows plant growth, deteriorates exposed items, and makes people unhappy. Land here anyway. Yeah, I think we'll be just fine. Going ahead and taking off. Oh no. My ship silhouette kind of looks like Texas. I don't know what to make of that. Let's see here. Now we have to see if this is like... Because this is a mechanoid relay. We need to figure out like how much this is defended, right? Because this could be a big problem. Ooh, yeah. Scorchers. Pikemen. Okay. They appear to be dormant. There's not actually that many of them. Most of our fighters are armored in one way or another. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. We're going to go ahead and land like over here, I think. I love the effect. That shadow and that little bit of deformation is so good. It's so effective. Grav nausea. Fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Blech. Whatever. Let's see here. Yeah, so these things are indeed mini shotgun, scorcher. Okay. Ooh, so the pikeman is pretty heavily armed there. This is another pikeman with his great big range. Very unfortunate. This pikeman can actually probably damn near hit us from where he's sleeping. No bueno. But on the other hand, hack or destroy relay stabilizers to obtain grav core. Okay, now the downside here, I don't imagine we're actually going to get any stabilizer. I've got to hack this thing. I don't know if this is going to yield any frickin' gravlight panels, is the thing. Let's go ahead and jump into this straight away. Hey, Mikhail, please grab your revolver, my boy. God, he's so slow because of his hideous alcoholism. Oh, and he's also nauseous, so his moving is trash right now. God, I wish Java could shoot. Frickin' Mikhail is kind of useless in combat right now just because of his his alcohol withdrawal. Which my poor man is dealing with that cold turkey, which, like, fair, no fun. We have a mad bison on the loose. Yeah, please stop this thing. I get that it's a tank on legs, but at the same time, we have 3 firearms striking it. Like, we should actually be able to take this thing down, right? Ooh, Witchfire is on sale. It does strike me as kind of a cool scene, but that's something to worry about for later. Lord knows, the last thing that I actually need to be doing is buying more games on Steam. Good Lord. I was looking through the list of things in my library that, like, I have, like, no time or very little time on, and good Lord, it's so much. Ping, dear, you scared me.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize you were still here. You're good.
I left. They canceled.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Do you want to hang?
Yeah, baby, you can stream. I'm a big bread.
Okay. That would explain the explain the yeasty smell I was smelling. Huh?
Me?
No, the bread.
I haven't started making bread.
I smelled something. You know, it's probably I smelled something that smelled good and savory. It's probably just the pasta itself. Leave me alone.
Look. Can I speak to the beans? Which
Yes.
beans are here?
Mini M&Ms.
Minnie, this man just found out that my friends canceled my plans on me. And he said, I thought I smelled something yeasty because you're home, is the exact words that he said.
That is not the exact words.
You heard it yourself. And then he was like, oh, it's got to be the bread that you're not making. Minnie, I need you to feed me, girl. I love you.
Leave me alone. She's driving, so she can't anyway. Not right now. Oh, good Lord. Our cables are all over the place again. Reconnect. Reconnect. Good Lord. Yeah, you'll sort yourselves back out, I promise you. I do smell something that smells like bread.
Okay.
I guess it's just the pasta. I chose my words poorly.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
We do like each other, I swear. Oh, hello, Donk. A denizen of New Donk City, no doubt. Are you selling that medicine there, bud? He sure is. I was about to say, oh, he's selling books too, but he's not. Yeah, we're actually going to buy as much medicine as we can, because we might have some injuries to treat. Rescuing Mutter, that's fine. I don't remember wanting to rescue Mutter in the first place. Let's see here. Okay. So, Annie. Gonna go ahead and drop that vac suit so that Zach can wear it instead. Which I think he cannot wear the vac suit and his flak pants at the same time, but that's fine. I think the vac suit provides better armor. I'm going to go ahead and grab these 3 here, draft them. and throw them at the problem of this needler. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a quick save and quit to menu because even though technically this is in commitment mode, I have figured a way of keeping me from being affected by my bad decisions, you see. Also, we will need a copy, or an additional solar generator as well. It's worth mentioning. Oh, there's a psychic soothe in the air. How nice. We definitely should have erected some kind of barricades. Oh, the mechanoids have woken up. Oh, no. Hey, bud. Ooh, he's at 100% bleeding. He will die in 24 hours. Very unfortunate. Now, when you say the mechanoids have woken up, you mean that mechanoid has woken up. Okay. Less concerned. Undraft. Zach, go get some, I was about to say TLC, which is one way of putting it. I meant R&R. Ugh. Okay, and eventually we will want to... Oh, that's right. We can actually, like, grab this thing and, like, strip it for parts, yeah? Oh, no. You need, like, a workbench of some kind, huh? Some kind of research for that, I think. Mechanator colonist. That's what it is. It's silver tile. That would be the beautiful floor tiles. I gotcha. Okay. Oh, is it the machining? That's what it is. It's machining that lets us strip mechanoids for parts, which is good to know. Not relevant for right now, but still. Let's see here. We're going to want... to build our security structures. I'm going to erect some steel barricades here. And also Uber here. Oh, we're being raided by idiots. Fun. Location, and by idiots, I do mean one dude with a club and nothing more. Alright, Bucky, Tater, let's go ahead and show this jabroni we mean business, shall we? Excuse me, what is this dude made out of? He's not even that good at melee. He destroyed his leg. What on earth? Ah! What the hell just happened? Tater just lost his leg. What the hey? Okay. Was not expecting that. My goodness. Blue shattered Tater's right leg with their club. No kidding. Like, the loss of the left pinky, also unfortunate. But the right leg is just bonkers. Okay. The both of you can undraft. Tater, get that shit cauterized, my guy. Good lord. I was about to say, Annie, please, you're our best doctor. Tater needs your attention. Left hand. Efficiency. That's ridiculous. Medium pain. I'm a 7-up. He'll be all right. Holy, I don't think so. I'm inclined to disagree. Disinclined to agree, even. Dare I say it. Also, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Don't think I've seen you in these parts before, but always nice to see a friendly space. I do like to let folks know that I do stream roughly every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And those are typically starting up somewhere between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern time, and I'll usually stream for somewhere between 1 to 2 hours. Of course, the best way to know when these streams are happening is to go ahead and subscribe and make sure to turn on those notifications, all that good stuff, if you're so inclined. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, though. I'm not your mother. You got something fighting something over here. Poor Tater. Poor frickin' Tater. Got over a terrible finger infection only to lose his leg to a club. Burb. Goodbye, Burb. It was a ravine. Let's see here. I mean, Tater needs some kind of something for his leg, so it's going to be... Okay, right leg was destroyed. I'm going to go ahead and install a right peg leg. Replaces a missing right leg. Okay, it's better than nothing. Okay. And of course, he's heavily anesthetized, which means that we're not going to be able to do anything about these mechanoids for the time being. In the meantime, can we... I don't know if we can start hacking this. Is this going to be an issue? I suspect it'll be an issue. Oh. Zach, where are you? Yeah, come on, man. Okay, so I don't think that is going to be... Poor Java is cowering because of the mechanoids she almost ran across. Yeah, stay away. Yes, good instinct. Okay, so Tater is... What are you guys trying to get at? You're literally just, like, wandering, or what? Okay. Cleaning rock rubble. Oh, my goodness. You do not have to... You can't tell a woman she smells yeasty. Were you raised in a barn? Minnie's coming to your defense.
As she should. That's a girl's girl right there.
As she should.
She's gonna be my girlfriend. I'm hopping on just to see it.
I meant I smelled something. It smelled like bread. It's fine. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. They're trying to clear the frickin' rock rubble from around the barricades because it's considered part of the home area, but that's fine. Michael Viathana! Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Always good to see a familiar bean. Zach's hacking has been detected. He's been locked out for 16 hours. Unfortunate. Straight in a cabin, which is worse. 110, Michael! You poor man. Muffins that were left in the kitchen. Well, there was like some garlic knots and pasta. I was probably smelling the pasta. Leave me alone. Let's see here. Mikhail, how are you doing? 112. I am never moving out to like the Southwest or Midwest. It wants not for people. How is Tater doing? Anesthetic is wearing off. He's probably a little woozy still. Moving is not great because on account of the peg leg. Lived in Vegas for 5 years. It's garbage weather, says Holy. Yeah, it seems like it would be. I mean, Vegas has no business existing, period. It's a desert. Don't build your weird gambling metropolis in the middle of a desert. You a bunch of lunatics. Alright, let's see here. Got one set of... Now, the good news is... These guys don't even have that far of a range. Tater is still... Anesthetic is wearing off in 24 hours. We can afford to wait until then. In the meantime, let's go ahead and mine this gold. Delightful gold. And we'll go ahead and take some of these trees as well. What little there is. Hey, we've got fishing research. Cool. And we'll mine this vein of, Vegas is like an abomination to God. Phoenix is number 2. I believe it. Again, these places want not for human inhabitants. Aggressively hostile to people living in these places. No thank you. I said this to someone the other day. Despite being someone who really loves the Dune series, I would not thrive in a desert environment. Me and Ping in our tasteful San Francisco apartment. Now you couldn't get me to live out west. I've been to a couple of cities out in that area, larger cities, granted. San Francisco, Seattle. Where was the other place? Sacramento. That was the other one. I was like, we didn't go to Los Angeles. It was Sacramento, which is where my brother used to live. Traffic in those places is ridiculous, psychopathic. And wholly out of curiosity, where are you at now? If not Vegas. If not the metropolitan equivalent of a giant finger raised in the face of God. That moment when I remember that two of our best marksmen are both still teenagers. Poor Zach is now 16 and Bucky is 17. The poor deers. Live unprotected in the desert. Get types of skin cancer never before seen. No kidding. Alright, Tater, how are you doing? You over that, Okay, he is over his... His moving isn't even that terrible. His manipulation has taken a bigger hit than I would have preferred, despite only losing his left pinky, which is still ridiculous. Although, that also turns my boy Tater into a really good candidate for, transhuman augmentation. Oh my goodness! Please deal with this. What on earth caught fire? Okay, hey, let's, Annie, this is no time to be eating. Frickin' weirdo. I think one of the fuel canisters might have caught fire. What's up, Alex? Move to the south. Certainly not Florida south. Humidity sucks, but better than 118. I myself am in the great state of North Carolina. Oh, Mikhail, you've fallen over and can't get up. Minor heat stroke. Okay, Annie, you are surprisingly totally fine. Not drafted, though. You can tend to these fools if you want to. Great state of North Carolina, what I'd like to think of as the shallow south. That's a place. Better than some, I would imagine. Not as good as others, but, you know. It's my home. Always has been. Probably always will be. Assuming I'm not forced out west to pursue my lost love. I was actually dramatically reaching out to you.
I was waiting for you.
Holy also lives in North Carolina. What's up, fellow North Carolinian?
Yeah, we can do a sleepover. We cannot do a sleepover.
You know, it's actually really lucky that the books didn't frickin' catch fire, because that represents like $600 worth of value right there. Oh, no. No, keep that in place. We're looking to no longer hold these open. Good lord. Ugh. Okay, let's go ahead and establish a little dumping ground here. Dump stockpile there. Gonna go ahead and get rid of this very unfortunate flak. Thanks, but I like my kidneys. Yeah, Holy's up in here with good OPSEC. Okay. God, what on earth even happened? These frickin' things caught fire. I think we might have... Yeah, I think we lost some chem fuel in the process. Very unfortunate. We also lost the thing that allows us to refine chem fuel, which is also not grand. It's production, right? Yeah, production and then biofuel refining. Speed penalty due to not having a workshop. That's fine. I'll have you know, they're not archers. Bucky has a shotgun and Zach has a machine pistol. If you must know.
That's worse.
Excuse me. Let's see here. It occurs to me that Zack isn't even that great of a marksman. The problem is that... Well, actually... Let's go ahead and swap these things out, actually. Tater, if you could drop both your... vac suit and your machine pistol. We're going to go ahead and hand those over to Annie, who will instead inherit those in exchange for your breach, in exchange for her breach axe, which you can equip instead. I'd be so kind as to drop the vac suit as well. Annie. Go ahead and grab that. Thank you, thank you. Alright. You lot, let's go ahead and take our second crack at this now that the base isn't burning down. Mini flame blaster concerns me to no end, but kind of is what it is. Tater, what happened to your gun? Tater, where is your machine pistol, my guy? Oh, this is a catastrophe. Okay, maybe it's not awake yet. No, it's... Okay, okay. Okay, Bucky got hit, but is in no immediate danger. Yeah, it's not like she got hit by a club. Good lord, nothing that crazy. Okay, now she has kind of been tore up a little bit. But hey, look at that. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, how did that get there? Because we literally put it there. Okay, Mikhail has his revolver, which is somewhere. Revolver. Tater, where is your gun, my guy? Where did you drop it? Java doesn't have it because Java won't pick up a weapon, period. That's yayo. Good lord. Annie has the breach axe. Bucky still has the shotgun. Okay, well, I guess, Tater, you can go ahead and grab Mikhail's revolver for the time being. But where did your machine pistol go, my guy? I am befoodled. Baffled, even. Very unfortunate. There's a heat wave. Very unfortunate. Yeah. That's a squirrel. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, Tater. Potater. We found your gun. It's literally just there. Mikhail, you can go ahead and grab your revolver as well. Honestly. He's not even that good at shooting. Drop that revolver, my guy. You grab the breach axe. You're better at melee anyway, not by much. But still. You and Zach can trade weapons. Also, who's wearing the flak pants now, if anyone? Java. Java is wearing the flak pants. No. Okay. Now, Zach. Grab the revolver and the flak pants. And then Mikhail can grab the breach axe. And Java is without pants, but presumably she will resolve. And indeed she did. And indeed she did. Okay, cool beans. Fabo. Alright. Let's see here. We do have grid excess, which is a good thing. Because that will put us back in the black in terms of fuel on hand. Oh, that's where the yayo came from. It fell from the sky. The drug gods have blessed us with cocaine from the sky. Good heavens. Ugh. Alright, let's see here. I think... Well, Bucky, how are you doing? You're fine. We'll give Bucky a little bit more time to heal up. Oh, a hare. A hare has self-tamed. Cool. What's up, snack? The heavens has blessed us with the power of infinite awareness. Far better than that. The power of the perception of infinite awareness. So, Holy, I take it that you're a Rimworld fan. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you're just happened upon this stream at random. But if you are a Rimworld fan, and if you've gotten the new DLC, what have you made of it? I have been thoroughly enjoying it, for the record. I think it's very, very good. Okay, Bucky, how are you doing? We'll let her sleep for another day, I think. And in the meantime, we can set both of these to auto-hack, I think. That should set my boy Zach on that. And we might as well grab the yayo. I don't think our drug policy will allow anyone to actually take it, barring some kind of a drug binge. But it'll certainly be worthwhile for trade. We also got a bunch of steel columns and stuff, which, hey, that's free steel. That's easier to get our hands on than digging it out of the side of a mountain. So, you know, are these steel? These are indeed steel urns. Cool beans. Let's see here. All right, Mikhail is doing his thing. Of course, the one person with a substance problem is the quickest to grab the cocaine. But it's fine. It's probably fine. How are we doing on that? Consciousness is fine. The game on your Steam account since it released on Steam. Never touched it till last week. Still learning the basics. Not going to buy the DLC yet till I get better at the game. Fair enough, Holy. Fair enough. I will say I don't have the Anomaly or Royalty DLCs, but I have Ideology, Biotech, and obviously the newest Odyssey expansion, and those are all very good. What's up, Deagle? Good to see you in chat as well, my guy. How's it going, Deagle? How's things in sunny old Portugal? Had some oh, the bugs are so bad. The bugs can really just wreck your day, believe you me. Yeah. I would definitely get a hang of the game in like temperate forests. Those are going to be the single best place to settle for your first dozen or so colonies. And after that, you can get a little bit more adventurous. We're gonna go ahead and hunker down here because Bucky, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, her moving and manipulation are back up in the 90s, high 90s even, so we'll be fine, we'll be fine. Turns out this pikeman frickin' sucks. I don't think this thing has hit us once. Cool beans. Excellente. Cool beans. We'll set that for an auto hack. Let Zach do his thing in his own time. I will say this is a bad example because we've got like this big essentially a mobile colony in the form of this ship. But the significance of kill boxes is not to be underestimated. They did, but after going after to kill their hive, some random ancient soldiers attacked the colony, then it was GG. I assume you accidentally stumbled upon the ancient danger that spawned on the map, which can indeed cause a bit of a GG situation. Yeah, kill box is super important, essentially, and I can actually show you with the planning tool. What you want is to kind of get your colony enclosed as best you can. Figure out where you want your entrances to be, and then I'm trying to think of what the best way to do it is. Probably just like this. You'll go ahead and put like a regular door here, and then along the way you'll plant traps. Spike traps, specifically. Wood, if you've got the material. Steel, if you're desperate. And stone, if you have the time. And raiders will path to... will take whatever path is going to get them to kind of like where your wealth is concentrated to, so your storerooms, essentially. And they'll trigger these traps along the way. And those traps do an enormous amount of damage. Even against like armored enemies, they can really do an awful lot of damage. And then, you know, you can go ahead and have your barricades set up, you know, right there. If you've got the resources, a couple of auto turrets as well. And you can do this for a couple different spots in this, you know, perimeter wall. And that will make for a decent set of defense. And ideally... and this is especially good if you, like me, like doing naked brutality runs. It can be a really good way of fending off like multiple attackers when your colonists are like actively outnumbered. But I definitely would not recommend trying naked brutality until you've got a little bit more experience under your belt. Also, if you want to really tilt the odds into your favor for naked brutality, Just make it 2 colonists. I have that as a custom scenario. I call it Naked Totality. And just having a second colonist there, even starting with nothing, no resources, no weapons, no nothing, just having that second colonist there as kind of a buffer, like if one of them gets sick, if one of them has some kind of a serious mental break, having that second colonist there is really, really useful as a kind of backstop against a catastrophe, so to speak. And yeah, even doing something like what I did here with these barricades not to be underestimated, can be really, really valuable. And having a couple of those set up across your kind of positioning them. Like, let's say that this is your main colony building, like building some barricades like here, basically on the 4 sides of it. Also very helpful. That will provide better cover than naturally occurring cover like these boulders and these trees that that opponents will use. I think there's some kind of a... Ooh, hello. Zach from Heatstroke. Oh no. Any... Rescue Zach. Poor bugger. Let's grab his stuff. I think you take an accuracy penalty hiding behind walls like this, I think. And I think that they still don't provide like as good of cover as the as those barricades do. So barricades, not to be underestimated. I think sandbags are better, but they've changed the way sandbags work. Let's see here. Where is that? That's under security. Ways to hide barrier for use as cover for incoming shots. Barricades are ugly, but provide better cover than other low objects. Barricades will block certain kinds of animals the same way that fences do. Bags of locally sourced dirt or sand stacked for use in cover. Yeah, I think so. The sandbags require basically some kind of leather, or some kind of textile rather. So basically leather or cloth, whereas the barricades can be made out of more traditional building material, wood, steel, stone, that sort of stuff. Both good, highly recommended. Good for defenses. And inevitably, you will see me at some point go back to my beloved Naked Brutality challenges, and you'll get to kind of get an idea of how that goes. I've been really enjoying throwing myself into... Who's starving? Zach is starving. Could we feed Zach, please? Annie, please? Please and thank you. I've been really enjoying hurdling... myself into random locations, just because there's all this new biome generation. You've got mixed biomes, you've got entirely new biomes like the grassland biome that I've been really, really enjoying. I'm not sure how much of that comes with I think it's the 1.6 patch versus the Odyssey DLC itself, but I've been really enjoying the new map generation features. I think it's been very cool. Like ruins, we stopped at an abandoned colony previously. It's very cool stuff. Honestly, of the DLC that I've gotten, like biotech is really cool. There's some neat like power user stuff you can do with ideology, especially if you want to screw around with some of the more, let's say, war crime coded stuff like organ harvesting, cannibalism. You can get around most people's prohibition against that with the ideology system or the ideologen system. But if there was going to be one DLC that I recommend, Odyssey is freaking fantastic. I am loving it. Really, really good. Like, it adds all these new animals and stuff as well. It's great. It's fantastic. It's blatant wonderful. Though not much wildlife here, presumably driven out because of the heat. Speaking of which, we're actually going to go ahead and turn off these auto hacks. Make sure that my boy Bucky doesn't actually collapse due to heat stroke. Kind of getting close to hacking that, though. Oh, a shaman merchant. Okay. What's up, Tater? Yo, what's up, Tater? Where is that thing? Holy, what part of what I said sounds like your childhood? Because regardless, all very concerning. Oh, we can sell them the cocaine. Good. Make a decent amount of cash off that as well. No books for us to buy, tragically. But that's okay. Yep. Sounds good. We can actually buy some plasteel off them. That's going to cost way too much money, though. So we're just going to go ahead and stick with the Yeo sale for now. Grab a little bit of gold, or silver, as it were, and call it a flippin' day. Speaking of silver, steel tile, silver tile. Okay, so that gives us beauty versus, like, the steel tile does not. Okay, so if we want to make everyone feel a little bit better about things, some silver tiles really wouldn't go amiss. What about the sandstone tiles? Beauty 1 versus the silver tiles, which is beauty 4. But that also requires 70 silver per tile, which is ridiculous. That would be, what, to even get this? This is a 3x4 bedroom. That would be 12 times 7. 77 plus another 7 is going to be... Shut up. I can do this. 80 something. 84? Is that right? 84? Something like that. 840 silver to tile a single bedroom. A little bit ridiculous. We simply would run out of material. No bueno. Not gonna work for me, buds, I'm afraid. But that's okay. Hey, did we hack this thing? Oh, very nearly. Oh, we got locked out at 98%. Good lord, good lord. I'm ready for this heat wave to be over. Let's see here. Mechanoid relay. A node that coordinates signals across planet-wide mechanoid communication network. The command signals originate at the mech hive, the center of mechanoid intelligence. Okay. And this has our grav core in it. Okay, so we're maintaining a decent temperature inside. Kind of within the 70s across the board, except for the cooler, of course, which is kept under freezing, which is good. Let's see here. Just kind of wandering around. Ooh, you know what we do need to do is plant more rice. Especially because, yeah, we're actually kind of running low on food stuff. But yeah, we'll go ahead and plant the rice here in this good growing zone. Oh, yeah. These big old rice patches really do help to get things moving. That's the other big advantage of these of these grassland biomes is that you really do have like these absolutely enormous chunks of fertile soil, which is really cool. Downside is very little in the way of trees. That's going to be your biggest downside. Not a ton of trees, not a ton of hills and mountains for mining, although we've got a lot of components here, which is freaking fantastic. That's actually like really a remarkably large number of components. But yeah, you would probably have to research tree sowing early, get that going. On the, fertile tiles, that's not even going to be too terrible. Speaking of which... Oh, the psychic drone is ending. I'd forgotten about the psychic drone, but I'm glad that it's over. Let's see here. But yeah, downside to using wood, of course, is that your base is very vulnerable to fires. And the downside... That downside is further emphasized by the fact that the grasslands are very vulnerable to brush fires, to the point that you would have to probably build in, like, manual fire breaks of, like, keeping areas cut back just so that you're not at risk of that spreading really, really quickly just from... I mean, this is an awful lot of grass to just kind of let one spark just kind of zip across the entire map. Especially if you don't have rain to stop it. Would not recommend. That can be a legitimate problem. We've got a decent amount of rice. Think which, Zach, where are you at, friendo? Is that open? That's deactivated. Oh, that's right. We need to do these others as well. I'm glad that we have someone who has the intellectual to actually, like, hack into this thing. Otherwise, we'd be real SOL. Hey, what have you guys got? An incendiary launcher. A revolver. Gold. Medicine. I mean, we'll always take the opportunity to buy up some medicine. That almost goes without saying. You know what they've got? We need the packaged survival meals. Not strictly speaking, but I'm going to go ahead and grab it anyway, just so that we, have it. Oh, this person has a bionic eye. Yeah? No, they just have naturally red eyes. Interesting. Hussars are engineered soldiers. They fight aggressively and with precision, heal fast, thrive in extreme temperatures, and freely ingest military drugs. They have a genetic dependency on go juice. My goodness. And go juice is, if memory serves, essentially like a liquid amphetamine. Red eyes, reduced pain, awful at plants. Short-haired, standard body. Unstoppable. Carriers of this gene are not slowed down when taking damage. Ooh, that could actually be very useful. Awful at just about everything that is in combat. Great shooting, great melee, heat tolerant, cold tolerant, psychically deaf, super fast wound healing, injury healing factor 400%. See, this is all stuff from biotech, incidentally. All these xenogerms and what would you call them? Xenotype. which I haven't messed around a whole lot with. I'm kind of inclined to, just after reading that little little overview there. Seems kind of cool. Because, of course, it's part of the lore of Rimworld that true aliens have never been discovered. Extraterrestrial life has never been discovered. Any animal life that you encounter in the game was seeded there as a result of human colonization and terraforming. Oh, you two, stop it. How bad is it? Oh, just some bruises. You're fine. But you do have humans that have rendered themselves almost unrecognizable through genetic modification. And that does open up some fun possibilities as well. Like you've got, the hussars, which, natural soldiers. You've got, I think they're called Yiddikin, they're basically furries. They're like beast people. You've got Neanderthals. What else? Dirt moles, which are like natural undergrounders, essentially. All kinds of fun stuff. All right, Tater, let's go ahead and trade with these peeps. See what they've got. Cloth pants. They don't want to buy any of our leather? Unfortunate. Providing lots of nerd talk while I did my dishes. Absolutely, mini M&Ms. Oh, you know me. Speaking of nerd talk, any Magic the Gathering fans in chat, starting on Wednesday, new Magic set hits Arena. That's going to be Edge of Eternities. I will be playing a good bit of that, probably on Wednesday. Almost certainly on Friday. There might be a couple streams on Friday even. Yeah, Wednesday might be Magic, might be Rimworld. Depends on the kind of mood that I'm in. Don't think I'll play this, but I love hearing you ramble about it. Yeah. Well, and this is what I love about Rimworld is, and I've talked about this. I've talked about this to death. But the thing that I adore about Rimworld is one of the same things that I really adore about Stellaris. It's something that I adore about The Sims in a different way, is the potential for emergent narrative. I love games that have mechanics that can create that phenomenon of emergent narrative. And Rimworld is really, really good at that. I saw a post on the Rimworld subreddit the other day, suggesting that Rimworld has essentially become like the new kind of point of inspiration for this style of game, these colony management simulators. And I do think that it has. And here's the thing, the reason that distinction is important is because up until Rimworld, the go-to example was Dwarf Fortress, which is still probably, it's definitely the most complicated of the bunch. Its underlying simulation is really, really complicated. Really, not just complicated, it's really sophisticated is the word I would use. And games fitting into that mold would cite Dwarf Fortress as their inspiration. Rimworld is very clearly inspired by Dwarf Fortress. I remember there was a Victorian-era, kind of Lovecraft-inspired game that had, I thought it had so much promise, called Clockwork Empires. Was being developed by Gaslamp Games, the creators of what is it called? Dungeons of Dreadmore, which I still think is like maybe one of the earliest modern examples of the new, like, the freshly reemerged roguelike genre, even before Isaac, I think. I think it came out, like, a year or maybe even, like, within months ahead of The Binding of Isaac being released. And so they're working on this game called Clockwork Empires. I remember following their dev blog really, really closely at the time. They specifically cited Dwarf Fortress and player-generated stories like Boat Murdered as examples of, you know, like, what they were kind of angling for in terms of vibe. But nowadays, I really do think that because, for as complicated as it is, as much as there is, like, a very distinct learning curve, Rimworld is so much more accessible than Dwarf Fortress. Less so now because Dwarf Fortress has been made a lot more accessible by its Steam release. You've got a mouse-driven interface. You've got graphics that are recognizable as such. You've got things that look like the thing that they're supposed to be, with actual sprite-based artwork versus ASCII. But still, even so, I still think that Rimworld is the more accessible of the two. And I think it shows in the way that games have taken after it. Two games that I have demos for, Stardeus and Clanfolk, both very clearly inspired much more so by Rimworld than by Dwarf Fortress. You also have something like Harrowlands, which is, I think, in early access still. That's very clearly inspired by Rimworld. And because they're inspired by Rimworld, they do still have that Dwarf Fortress DNA in them. But I really do think that Rimworld has become much more kind of the standard point of comparison, much more so than Dwarf Fortress, which I think is kind of good. It kind of leaves Dwarf Fortress as, like, this pure thing off on its own, doing its own thing as Zach and Tarn Adams continue developing that alongside their art team now as well. I went on a big old ramble about things, didn't I? But the point is that games of this sort are fun to watch and fun to listen to tales about because of that emergent narrative quality, right? Like, there is this drama playing out, you know, this tale of survival and you know, occasional romance and heartbreak. You know, like with the biotech expansion, your colonists can have kids and raise families in this really harsh, difficult, challenging environment, and that's cool. You know, and that makes it enjoyable, even if it's something that you would never in a million years want to actually pick up. It's, you know, it's still fun because it's telling a story, and good Lord, do humans enjoy a good story? I had to look for a moment to make sure that I hadn't been freaking, because my camera does like to die and freeze up on me from time to time. I was really afraid that might have. I kind of stopped freaking of which. Okay, I did also want to make sure that that I've been using my proper microphone this whole time. Good Lord. Big old ramble I went on. Duck eggs. Oh, more duck eggs. Okay, we got a cargo pod at some point. Let's go ahead and grab those up. I mean, that'll be good for food. Thank you, Zach. Oh, and the heat wave is over as well. Tantastic. Good. Can you tell this game is something I'm passionate about? Good Lord, I love Rimworld. One of my favorite games of all time. Certainly one of my most played games of all time as well. Put in 600 hours? Something like that. Bound to me more over time. Certainly. Good Lord. Oh, my sensitive skins. Zach's hacking has been detected, but that's okay. Shield projector that protects a nearby mechanoid relay. All stabilizers must be hacked or destroyed to deactivate the shield. prompt a... Oh! Destroying a stabilizer will prompt a defensive response. Hacking is slower, but safer option. Now, I wonder if that will dispatch extra mechanoids? Or if we could have hacked those without having to fight the things. Let's go ahead and pop a little save-a-rooney here, because we're almost done with the stream anyway. We've got like another 5 minutes or so. Let's go ahead and see if we can just destroy these things outright. Because if we can, let's. Does everyone have their weapon? No, Zach does not have his weapon. He dropped his weapon because of a heat stroke. Where is my revolver? There you are. Can we just destroy this thing? Ooh, relay defense response. Never mind. They're arriving by transport pod and they will attack immediately. Okay. How bad is this going to be for my entire body? Oh, it's a needler. Okay, well... we're going to force quit the game and pretend like this never happened. But folks, I think that is going to have to do it for me. As I said, I'll be back with something more on Wednesday around this same time and same great place. Folks, thank you all very much for watching. I am Ned Finn, and until next time, goodbye forever.